Last time, on Fairy Tale the 100 Years Quest, Gray came face to face with a member of Gold Owl, a alchemist guild, who infiltrated the labyrinth and tried to steal one of the Dogra cores, one of the items of power Dograbog uses to bolster his strength, which is a bad thing, as he's going up against both Natsu and Suzaku. But Gray managed to overcome him. Gajeel has run into a similar problem, running into another member of Gold Owl. Oddly enough, God Serena, one of the former 10 Wizard Saints, slain in the battle against Zareth and his forces, but then resurrected. Is this truly God Serena? Or is it the Historia resurrected presence of God Serena? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 115. The Man Loved by the Dragon Gods. Obviously talking about God Serena. On a nice little thing of Gajeel and Levy hanging out. A body of iron and a heart of gold. A happy Levy and a picnic. Aww. I wonder how pregnant Levy is at this point. I mean, she's not showing at all. I would have to wonder if Mashima, well, actually, it's not Mashima doing the art for it, it's Atsuo. Atsuo and Mashima, because Mashima does the story. But are they going to depict Levy as pregnant, or are we going to skip over that because Gajeel has been away? Oh, but then he missed the birth of his kid. God, Serena got that glow-up look going on. It's kind of like when Midnight, after he was gone, we didn't see him, and then he came back from the time skip with like longer hair and a more elaborate like coat and jacket and stuff like that. It feels just like that. Gajeel stands face to face with God Serena and is just shocked. Hey! You're God Serena! Serena is pleased, saying, oh, so you've heard of me. And then he strikes an elaborate pose and says, I'm honored, Monster-kun. And Gajeel shouts, I'm a human, damn it! Oh no, Gajeel, sometimes the way he looks sometimes is just like, I can't blame someone for thinking he's a monster. Serena says, can you blame me? Until now, this place was crawling with monsters made of stone. So I had you pegged for a humanoid monster. Gajeel is exasperated, but explains, I'm Gajeel from Fairy Tale. Used to be with the council, too. Serena says, oh, really? Gajeel then elaborates, I heard about you from the tree geezer. He said you betrayed Ishgar and joined Zareth. Then you got killed by Acnologia. Serena kind of dismisses some of this, saying, Warad, huh? Still cracking jokes, that guy. Serena then strikes another series of elaborate poses, saying, after all, I'm not dead. Yeah, I need an explanation, Serena. Gajeel is kind of in disbelief, but Serena explains, well, I mean, it was a pretty close call. I still dropped my guard and almost died for it. Luckily, a fellow from the Alchemist Guild Gold Owl happened to come by and save me, and I went to the northern continent. Huh, that's a bit of a tough pill to swallow, if I'm being honest. So did he not die? Then can Nineheart's Historia of the Dead make copies of non-dead people? Because I thought Historia of the Dead brought back the souls of those who were deceased and put them in magically constructed bodies under the control of Nineheart. I mean, if that's not the case, this is a way of working around the fact that the Fairy Tale anime showed Ikaruga surviving her battle with Urza, only to be resurrected by Nineheart and been shown to have died from her wounds. But I don't know, I feel like there's more to this. Like maybe he doesn't know that he's a resurrected spirit? I don't know. Great questions. Alchemist Guild. But Serena explains they transmuted the body parts I lost. Then they welcomed me into their guild. Really? I mean, that feels awfully convenient, but, I mean, maybe someone could have come upon him? Because, I mean, Irene's ability, Universe 1, basically shrank everything and reconstructed the land. So it's possible that when that reverted, God Serena was sent someplace else and just so happened to be in the path of one of the members of Gold Owl? That's really elaborate, but Okay, I'll roll with it. Gajeel simply states, wizards ain't alchemists. Serena says, don't get me wrong, I am a wizard. But Serena, oh, I guess he smells Gajeel and says, are you a dragon slayer? So am I. They called me the #1 wizard in Ishgard. The hybrid theory. Ooh, I love that album from Linkin Park. That's a good one. 8 dragon god Serena at your service. Gajeel questions, last I heard you got 8 lacrimas in your body or something. Yeah, 8 dragon hearts essentially. Wild. Serena strikes another pose and says, yeah, speaking of fairy tale, was there anyone famous from there? So he doesn't remember. Okay, so the Historia version of him, was that not him? Because that version fought Gildarts and got beaten. But what he says here, he says, Gildarts, was it? Well, I'm still stronger, though. So, is this actually God Serena? Was the Historia version just like a copy with no memories of what he did as the Historia version? Is Historia of the Dead, did it not work the way I think it worked? Gajeel says, no way. God Serena, like a playground little shit, says, yes way. I'm Ishgar's best. Right, now that the introductions are out of the way, if you don't have any business with me, would you mind getting lost? God bye-bye. Oh, that is God Serena. I forgot he said things like that. God bye-bye. Gajeel, he ain't too happy with any of this, saying no way. Not without that gemstone. I'm going around on a mission of breaking those. God Serena tosses up the dog record and says, you mean this? I've been told by Gold Owl's master to take this back with me. No god way am I letting it break. Oh, setting up Gold Owl. It's the Gold Dragon who is the leader, isn't it? By the way, Gold Owl's master is something else. Same goes for the Signario sisters. Signario? To be honest, I don't even hold a candle to them. Oh, bolstering them up. The world's a big place, after all. Makes you realize how low level Ishgar is. Gildarts explains, sorry, but I'm in a hurry too. If I don't break that stone, my friends are toast. But God Serena tries to intimidate him, saying, you'd better stop where you are, boy. Not even the guys they called the 4 emperors of Ishgar could beat me. And Gildarts just plays him off, saying, yeah, 'cause they were all low farts. Yee. Oh, and just like Gajeel, he goes rushing in on Serena as he says, and so are you. But Serena is unfazed by this challenge as Gajeel goes in with Iron Dragon Sword. Oh! But he is immediately hit with a cross counter as God Serena decks him in the face with Diamond Dragon's Stronghold Breaker. Diamond Dragon, damn. Ooh, Gajeel gets rocked in the face. Ooh, and wow, Gajeel is down. Gajeel is down with one hit. Man, God Serena knocked Gajeel on his ass. Gajeel wipes his mouth, the blood away from his mouth and says, just one attack? Serena stands over Gajeel and says, the Iron Dragon. But this is one of the 8 dragons within me. The Diamond Dragon. Iron is too weak. Let's see, we know he has Lightning Dragon Slayer magic. There are a lot of Lightning Dragons out there, apparently. Cavern Dragon magic. Purgatory Dragon magic. Sea King Dragon magic. Gale Dragon magic. And now Diamond Dragon magic. So we still don't know if 2 of the dragons that is wielded by God Serena. I actually like this. This is actually a good idea because we only ever saw 5 in the original story. And now we've seen 6. Diamond Dragon. But then again, who harvested all these lacrima? Ooh. Gajeel uses his other ability. As he slips into the shadows, he says, there's another one in me too. And as the shadow surges forth to God Serena, Serena just says, a shadow? And Gajeel goes in with Iron Shadow Dragons? Oh, but Serena counters it with Flash Dragon's Audit Heaven. So it's essentially kind of like Sting's Light Dragon, but it's a Flash Dragon. Hey, that makes 7. Wow. And Gajeel is completely countered. Oh, here's the Gale Dragon. As Gajeel is knocked back, God Serena uses Gale Dragon's flurrying moonflowers, just unleashing a whole bunch of whirlwinds, sending them all towards Gajeel. And Gajeel is essentially just cut up to ribbons. Alright, so there's still one Dragon Slayer ability that God Serena has not unleashed. And Gajeel hits the ground hard. God Serena smirks. Gajeel gets himself back up. He is bloody. Gajeel questions, what is this guy? He's way too strong. Okay. I mean, it's good to not see God Serena one-shotted again. Whoa. And God Serena just summons the various elements he wields, just showing off as he says, there are 8 dragons within me. Fire, water, wind, earth, thunder, stone, light, darkness. Card captors of the cloud, expect the unexpected now. He's like, he's the Avatar, bitch! Okay, so he has the Avatar abilities including thunder, stone, light, and darkness. Okay, so lightning is thunder. Cavern is stone. Or is that earth? No, I think cavern is earth. Diamond is stone. Diamond would technically be a stone. So the flash dragon is light. The purgatory dragon is darkness. No, purgatory is fire. So we've seen his fire, his wind. Sea dragon was water. Cavern dragon is earth. That's the 4 elements. Stone would be diamond. We've seen his lightning Dragon Slayer magic. The Flash Dragon would be light, so we haven't seen his Darkness Dragon magic. There we go. Okay, I figured it out. We haven't seen his Darkness Dragon. And God Serena strikes a series of poses and says, there was a time when I was called the man loved by the dragon god. Ah, of course I love myself too. And as Gajeel tries to get back up, he questions, Dragon god, don't you know there's a moon dragon god and an earth dragon god here right now? God Serena simply says, yes, I do. Now then, man who was abandoned by the dragon gods, do you have any last words? Oh, that's weird. He just brushes that off. It's just like, Gajeel's just like, there's other dragons here, right now. Dragon gods. And so he's just like, yeah, that's cool. Like, what? Come on, man. Have more of a reaction. Oh, back with Celine, who is still bleeding out. Come on. I don't know how I feel about constantly cutting back to Celine still just bleeding out from the gaping wound in her stomach. But we have Panther Lily come through one of Celine's portals. As Panther Lily questions how many are left, Celine explains 21. But besides that, your partner has not yet returned. Have you seen him? Panther Lily questions Gajeel. Oh, you cut back to the ship that the other members of Fairy Tail are using to get back to Ishgard on. With Lavi looking over at the sea, Biska questions, are you okay, Lavi? Lavi doesn't really give much of a response, and Biska questions, anxious. Lavi explains, okay, that's misspelled there. It says, I'm just wonder if I can be a parent. I think it should be, I'm just wondering if I can be a parent. My body's so small. That is not an issue. That is not an issue. Well, it can be. Sometimes complications during childbirth and yada yada yada. But a small frame, it does not decide motherhood. The female body can do some amazing things. Amazing things. Viscus says, it doesn't matter how big or small you are, even I could do it, so it's okay. I don't know how that sounds. That sounds a little weird, but whatever. Lavi simply says, but you're dependable, Biska. Biska brushes this off. Huh? Me? I used to be nothing but a bad apple. Man, this is the most we've got from Biska in a good long while. Levi takes this in and says, the same goes for Gajeel then. They smile at each other, and Biska says, despite how it looks, he really cares about you, Levi. Levi gives a bit of a somber look and says, yeah, I know. But then she smiles and says, suddenly, I really want to see Gajeel. I know it's a weird thing to bring up, but I love their relationship, but at the same time, there's always that creeping image of Levi, Jet, and DeRoy, strung up to that tree. crucified by Gajeel. I'm just saying. It's great that they have a great relationship now, but every time I get comfortable with the way they are, it's just like, nope, just gonna not think about that one too much. Think about the anime version. The anime version makes it not as bad. But they were still badly beaten and branded, but then again, they did address it later down the line in Gajeel's battle against... It was the battle against Bloodman, right? Gajeel had to relive that memory and he said how bad it was, which was kind of like Mashima addressing that a little bit, but it's a shaky situation. But it's like I always say, if someone chooses to forgive, that's on them. I will never judge someone for forgiving someone else. It's only if they forgive them and they get abused again, it's just like, you gotta stop. But we know how hard Gajeel has worked towards being a better person, so it's one of those complicated situations. Meanwhile, Gajeel get his face just smashed into a wall by God Serena. As Serena says, a woman's name. What a shame. She can never see you again. God, bye-bye. As Gajeel just slides bloody down the wall. I'm interested to see how Gajeel gets over this. Now, beating God Serena, that would be a pretty sweet victory for Gajeel. I mean, Gray's victory over Sai in the previous chapter, it was cool and all, but I don't know, it didn't feel as much of an accomplishment. But he did manage to get out of a tricky situation, though, and it was a good character moment for Gray. So I'm wondering, is this just going to be a feat for Gajeel? Because I do like how powerful they're making God Serena out to be. But I am wondering, how does Gajeel overcome this? We know that God Serena is beatable. He can be beaten. It's how he's beaten that I have to question. Because God Serena's losses are usually against characters who are just depicted as stupid powerful. When you're the list of people who have beaten you is main final bad guy of the entire series, and the one character who is touted as one of the most powerful characters in the series, I'm talking Acnologia and Gildart, is like, I can't really call him a scrub because it's just like, I mean, hell, if you're gonna be beaten by anyone, might as well be by those guys. And will it be a darkness versus darkness clash? Will it be God Serena's hubris that takes him down, where he's just like, oh, you want to come at me with darkness? Well, I'll come after you with my own darkness. That would actually be cool. That would be cool. Because we've never seen God Serena go in with an all-out attack using multiple attacks at once, outside of his Dragon God's Fang. So if God Serena gets caught up using one ability and is defeated that way, I think that might be the way for Gajeel to win. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How does Gajeel manage to overcome this challenge? Can he do it, or will he need some help from Panther Lily, maybe? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!